can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. We're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the glass.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Has the ball at bounce. Passes it into Grieco. Good three, and that's 1,000 points. Gold.
Welcome to Haddam-Killingworth High School, where tonight the Morgan Huskies will be taking on the Haddam-Killingworth Cougars. The Huskies come in with a record of 3-12, and the Cougars come in at an above 500 record of 9-7. It's senior night here at HK, where 8 seniors will be celebrating their final home game of the regular season. And I'm joined by Michael Mercier. Michael, what do you think the seniors are feeling on their final game?
I'm sure they're very excited. They've been here for 4 years. I know some of them have started all those 4 years, so it's probably an emotional day for them. And yeah.
It's true. Alex Segeline started his freshman year, not necessarily started, but played a large amount of time in his freshman year. And then we have Ryan Wills, Luke Bauer, Tyler Retberg, and Jamie Bowen all playing in their final games as 4-year players, with Mitchell Halligan and Aiden Doyle as first-year players in their senior year. So we anticipate all the seniors to have a lot of time tonight with a not-so-competitive team in Morgan. First time they played, HK won by a large spread of over 20 points in the 60s to 30s. And HK just dominated the entire time. It wasn't very close. And we expect pretty much nothing less than that tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely.
The HK's defense has been the reason that they've really let teams really compete, because they take time off, and if they could execute their offensive plays, there's a lot of offensive times where they can miss simple plays, miss simple layups, and that costs them the game in most situations with multiple three-point losses. Like their last game on Tuesday against Valley, 68 to 65, they came in 3-point loss.
Seniors have played a big part this year, definitely, with Alex Segeline, Ryan Wills, Jamie Bowen, but some people, underclassmen like sophomore Matt Wills, have definitely stepped up this year and is playing a lot, starting, and I mean, it's good to see, right? Like, not only seniors taking over.
Yeah, definitely. Matt Wills started as a freshman with his brother Ryan as a senior this year, but Matt is a sophomore now, and he's just getting better. He'll be a 4-year varsity starter, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Has him go through all 4 years, and playing tonight with his brother in his final home game of the regular season. That's pretty cool for his parents to come see him watch. And then as another junior, we have Jackson Parmentier, who's competing, not necessarily competing, but putting together a solid off-the-bench performance every game.
Yeah, you know he'll be a big part next year as a senior.
Next year for sure. Him and Matt Wills will be most like the presumable captains for next year, I would
absolutely.
say. Especially Jackson to be the sole senior at this point. But anyone could join next year. You never know. Upcoming Morgan schedules, they'll play today at HK, and they will play the 16th at Bullard Havens, followed by their final game versus Coggins on the 17th. And for HK, they'll play today versus Morgan, the 17th at Cromwell, and the 18th, the following day, a makeup game at Coggins to round up the regular season.
Should be some good games. I know that the Cromwell game was a very close game.
Cromwell came down to the last basket,
Yeah, it sure
last
did.
possession. That was a very competitive game. Coggins, they handled pretty well, 67-37 in their first meeting, just about a month ago.
Shouldn't be too bad.
And they just, when HK wins big, they definitely win big. It's by about 30.
I say something, whatever you know. These things happen. Yeah.
Trust me, I...
Good evening. Welcome to the Haddam-Killingworth Boys Basketball Senior Night. I will begin our program with acknowledgement of the senior student athletes from Morgan High School. Morgan seniors, please stand and receive your acknowledgements when I call your names. Number 2, senior captain Jake Anselmo. Number 13, Dominic Reynolds. Number 22, John Veneri. Number 23, John Urban. And number 50, Steve Hansen. Now I'd like to recognize the Cougar Den. It's great to have your support. Many of the Cougar Den are former players who have played with the team before. And we want to encourage you to leave the Den next season and come back and join us on the court. You know who you are. Jackson and Matt and the boys will definitely be counting on you to return and join them for next season. Next, I'd like to take a moment to offer a special acknowledgement to Carl Bauer. Please stand, Carl. Carl is our table general and score keeper. By my count, he's been doing that for the past 31 years. This is his last game here at HK. Unless somehow or another we can pull off one more home game in the postseason. This is Carl's last night after 31 years. Thank you very much and congratulations, Carl. On behalf of Coach Asadorian, Coach Farragher, Coach Backlick, and myself, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank all the student athletes' parents. We are very much appreciative of your support and respect. The athletes have gained continual success over the 3 years that we have been with the program. We simply could not be successful without your backing. You have raised some very fine young men. With them, this program is on track for its most successful season in our tenure here at HK. So congratulations to all you, and thank you for what you have done to contribute to the overall success of the program. Students and families, as I call your names, please join each other at mid-court and then proceed to the foul line area located in the front of the HK bench. Remain there for a group photograph opportunities, at which time anyone will be able to come down onto the playing floor and take photographs of individual groups and the group overall. I'd like to start with the senior cheerleader, Emma Ratzliff, joining her parents, Lori and Mark. Next is our senior manager, J.C. Hamilton, joining her parent, Rebecca Hamilton. Next is number 32, Tyler Redberg, joining his parents, Heather, Eric, and his sister Carly. Number 35, Mitchell Halligan, joining his parents, Lynn, Scott, and sister Allie. Number 3, Aiden Doyle, joining his parents, Sharon and Michael. Number 10, Jamie Bowen, joining his parents, Myrna and James. Number 23, Alex Segaline, joining his parents, Barbara, Frank, and his brother, Nick. Number 11, co-captain Ryan Wills, joining his parents, Sue, Mike, and his sister Tessa.
Oh yeah, they had a chance to win this break game.
And finally, number 14, co-captain Luke Bauer, joining his parents, Sally, Richard, and sister Kate.
The girl will dribble like this. He wants hand checking and goes, guard him closely. I said, you're not going to get it. Get it, bro. He goes, she goes north to south.
Okay, feel free to take a moment for photo opportunities here. Coach Yazadorian will do individual photo opportunities at the end of the game.
to see them being, they're aggressive, and that's how they're going to catch a lot of fouls.
Welcome to Haddam-Killingworth High School for tonight's boys basketball game between the Morgan Huskies and your Haddam-Killingworth Cougars. We ask that you please respect all decisions made by the contest officials and school supervisors. Refrain from taunting, bullying, heckling, and using inappropriate language, and that you respect athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, and their fans. Noise-makers and confetti are not allowed to show in the contest. Spectators are asked to stay off the court between games and at halftime. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Morgan Huskies. At guard, wearing number 2, Jake Persomo, and center. At guard, wearing number 10, Tyler Buthill. At forward, wearing number 22, John Canary. At guard, wearing number 25, Patrick McConnell. And at guard, wearing number 33, AJ Fritz. Your Huskies are coached by Dan Bingham. Now for the Haddam-Killingworth Cougars. And forward, wearing number 35,
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
All right, so here we go. After all that, the ceremony, which was good. It was a good ceremony.
It was good, yeah. It
Very
was
good
nice.
for, as a class, the senior class is as tight as it gets for a sports team.
Definitely,
I gotta say
definitely.
that.
They've been together forever.
And you heard the starting lineups. It's a full senior starting lineup tonight, including number 35, Mitchell Halligan.
Yes.
It's a usual starting lineup.
It's amazing. Making his first start must feel good.
It must. First year's player, senior year, starting in his final game. Nothing but excitement for Mitchell here tonight.
Absolutely.
So we are set to go. And there it is, the tip-off. Won by HK. Ryan Wills will bring it up to start it off. Alex Segaline to drive. Looking to make a play. Off to Bauer. Mitchell lays it in and gets the first basket of the night. Mitchell Halligan starts it off.
Wow, that's
The
what everybody
entire
wanted to
building
see.
got onto that one shot. And there's a three for Morgan to nullify that. Nice pass down low to Jamie, and Jamie puts it in. A back and forth contest so far. That's number 2, Jake Anselmo, to bring it up. Good ball movement, knocked down. Driving in and blocked by Jamie, but there's going to be a foul. Shooting foul on Jamie Bowen. That'll give Pat Mawitzki 2 shots. Drains the first to tie it up at 4. And he hits them both to take the lead for Morgan. Alex Segaline calling a play. Going deep to Bauer. Back over to Segaline. That's a 3. A little wide left. And that's a misfire on the pass, and Ryan Wills will steal it and lay it in. Mistake by Morgan leading to an easy bucket for HK. And HK will force a turnover. Tyler Retberg set to check in. And that's down to Wills, and he'll lay it in. Ripping apart the defense so far is HK. Trying a little bit fast-paced offense is Morgan. Driving is number 10, and he will lay it in. Kyle Barros to lay that one in. Segline off to Wills, passes that one to Mitchell, and the ball is stripped away from him, no foul. Fast-paced offense is stolen away from Bowen on HK. Another mistake by Morgan. Saved by Bauer. And Morgan will take that one back. Ross passes off to Anselmo, and he'll lay that one in. Down to Wills underneath again, and he's fouled with a shot. HK is looking to get the ball deep, not shooting threes. That's their big thing against Morgan. Getting the ball down low is what Morgan's allowing them to do so far. Ryan Wills will shoot two. And Tyler Retberg checks in for Mitchell Halligan. He gets a nice applause as he runs off the court, scoring the first basket of the game. Jamie Bowen goes up on the follow-up shot after the free throw, and he's fouled. So in the end, it's a three-point play. And now Jamie gets to go for a three-point play. That's easy points right there. Andrew Fritz, the ball handler. Over Anselmo. That's stolen by Segline. And he will bounce it off a foot, and that will be Morgan's ball. Sub for Morgan, number 25, Pat Maritsky checking out. Fritz still the ball handler. To Johnson, back to Anselmo for three, no good. Rebounded by Bowen. And Segi will drive all the way and lay it in.
HK is definitely taking and capitalizing exactly what Morgan is giving them, and it's working out pretty well, obviously.
Easily getting through the defense. And Morgan will step out of bounds, and another turnover. Still only a 5-point game, 14-9. Halfway through the first quarter. Good ball movement by HK. Down low to Wills again. Spin around. Gets his own rebound, and he'll eventually be fouled.
Now Will's definitely picking up the fouls early in the first quarter.
His second trip to the line so far. And a timeout called by Morgan. So far, both teams are, seems like HK is dominating.
Yeah, I'd say, definitely.
The scoreboard says differently, although
watching them play is just, you can tell.
You can feel that HK has the momentum, but Morgan is making mistakes with turnovers and a lot of fouls, leading to foul shots. And HK can hit those foul shots. They practice those for hours at practice.
Definitely.
They just sit there.
Yep, like you said, easy points.
Exactly, easy points, and those are easy buckets. So Wills will shoot two from the line. Den making an early appearance in this one so far. Wills drains the first. Hits them both. 16-9, 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go. The pass is picked off by Wills, and he'll go all the way and lay it in.
There you go.
Another mistake, another easy basket for HK. Intense defense by Alex Segaline. Fast pace, and that's a three. And it's short again. Rebounded by Morgan. And Selmo puts that one in. Segaline, the playmaker, driving once again. And he is hit, but there's no foul called. Ball knocked out of bounds, stay on HK's side. Segaline, the inbounder. Over to Bowen, who's a loose ball. Gets it free to Bauer. Inside to Ryan Wills, and he lays it in. Getting the ball down low to Wills is the only thing HK has been doing so far. And that's a give and go. Lays it, no, he missed the layup, rebounded by Ryan Wills. And off to Segaline to bring it up. Who will drive all the way and lay it in. Doubling the score, 22-11. Another give and go play and another missed layup, rebounded by Bowen this time. And Segaline. Passing off to Rutberg. Will's driving through the baseline. Segaline calling a play. Back to Rutberg for three. A little strong. Fritz to Anselmo, and he lays it in. Some pressure by Anselmo on the inbound. Knocked out of bounds. And Aiden Doyle will check in for Luke Bauer. Tough to take Luke out of a game.
Yeah, definitely.
But with the score, 22-13.
He's a very key player.
Final 2 minutes of the quarter, just giving him some rest. Rubber down low, Doyle to the free throw line.
There you go.
Bowen bangs it through.
Doyle with a nice pass on that.
And Selmo's definitely the playmaker for Morgan. Fritz attempting a give and go, but that's a three, and he hits it.
That's his second of the game, right?
Tipped ball on the ground. And a hold on HK. Jamie Bowen with the foul. The younger Wills, Matt Wills, will check in for Jamie Bowen after committing the foul.
As we said, he's been a big part of this season, and I don't know, I could see him being a big part of this game.
Only a sophomore, remember.
Yeah.
He's young,
He's
and he's got
to
time.
go.
Only to get better.
Absolutely.
And Selmo driving, and that ball's tipped away. And it looks like a foul on Aiden Doyle. Two shots for Anselmo. He hits the first. And junior Jackson Parmentier will check in for senior Ryan Wills. Lots of rotations here for HK so far early.
Seems like they're looking to get
And yet another
everybody
rotation.
on their bench a good amount of minutes.
Bauer checks in for Segaline with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Jackson Parmentier will be the ball handler. Repberg up top. Off to Bauer. Loose ball on the ground. Picked up by Morgan. And stolen by Wills. Off to Repberg, who will be denied. And it'll be HK's ball. Bauer, the inbounder. Deep pass to Parmentier. Over to Bauer outside the key. And Matt Wills will easily lay that one in. 23 seconds to play in the first, 26 to 18. And Selmo, slow-paced offense. Parmentier with the foul.
And Selma's very obviously taking charge this game early on. HK needs to find a way to start to cool him down.
The game is definitely not out of reach. It's a
Yeah, definitely not.
pretty close. I mean, it's 26-18. Waiting for the final shot, and Selmo will be denied. Puts it up at the buzzer, and it's no good. At the end of the first, 26-18. HK with the advantage. Morgan making lots of mistakes. Turning the ball over too often.
Yep, it's killing them.
Not giving themselves the opportunity to score. It's not that HK is stopping them. Morgan's stopping themselves from putting their ball in the bucket.
Also not, the defense in the middle is not doing too great.
Alex Sightline is driven through. I don't know how many times so far.
Ryan Wills just camps right under and boom.
Getting the ball deep underneath to either Wills brothers. They're both big men. Getting the ball deep down to them, they'll score 90% of the time.
Yep.
Morgan doesn't want to get the game out of reach, so keeping it at a manageable distance, I don't think they would want it to get much past what it is right now. So Morgan will start with the ball to start it off the second quarter. Kyle Barras, the ball handler. Off to Anselmo once again. HK on defense is not allowing anything for Morgan. Quick give and goes. That's another two. Rebounded by Bowen. He's racking up the rebounds. That's Bauer for three. He hit it. 29-18.
You give Bauer a look like that, he's never going to miss.
He will hit that every time. From that corner, that side of the floor.
It's a specialty.
And that's knocked away, and Bauer will miss the layup, and Wills will miss the layup, and Wills also will miss the layup. Ryan Wills lays it in and the foul.
In the end, it all paid off. Now we got a chance at a three-point play.
Three missed layups by both Wills brothers and Bauer. But Ryan Wills finishes it off.
Even starting off this quarter, you can still see how mistakes are killing Morgan. They haven't had a good shot to actually score.
A 6-0 run for HK to open up the second quarter. And that's denied by Wills, rebounded by Segaline. Passed up court to Ryan Wills. He misses the layup, rebounded by Luke Bauer. Pass in the middle to Matt Wills is stolen by Anselmo. And he has had to beat Bauer, beat Segaline, and there's a foul on the play. Anselmo has to make the plays here in order for HK to, or for Morgan rather, to have really any hope, as the score is already getting a little bit out of hand. Anselmo will miss a shot, and HK will slowly bring the ball back up court. Morgan showing the 2-3 defense, and Bauer for three. A little wide. And that's Fritz bringing it up. Off to Barras for three. No good. Knocked around, rebounded by Morgan, and Barras will miss his other layup. And finally, it's put in by John Vanieri. (32-21). Just under 6 minutes to play in the half. HK very slow paced. Bowen driving. Missing his layup, rebounded by Fritz. That's a short two. Rebounded and knocked out of bounds. HK's ball. Less subs so far for HK in the opening minutes of the second quarter. And Segi dribbles that one right into Anselmo's arms. And Segi blocks the shot right after. Loose ball. Picked up by Jamie Bowen. And it'll be coming back. Alex Segling smacks the floor before D'ing up. Fritz spinning around, out to Anselmo. Ross looking for a man. Inside to Anselmo again. And he can't connect. Rebounded by Ryan Wills. Everybody on the floor for HK's ball handler. Anyone can take the ball up. It doesn't have to be limited to just their guards. Ryan Wills, a big man. Jamie Bowen, a big man. They could all take him up. Ryan Wills will be sent back to the line.
Aggressive play. Full court press.
Can't connect on the first as Morgan subs in three. And he drains the second. 35-21. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the half. Aggressive defense from HK, not allowing anything. And then there's Anselmo, not connecting on a three. That's Segline from three. Short, but put in by Ryan Wills. Morgan trying for something here on offense. They just aren't grabbing anything, although there's a foul. So that'll send them to the line. In and out on the first attempt. Parmentier checking in for Ryan Wills. And he drains the second. Segline moving slower and slower each trip up and finds Matt Wills underneath once again, and he'll lay it in. Segline a quarterback. You can find the receivers. Morgan's just chucking up shots and praying that they'll go in. These don't seem like very well thought through plays.
More and more out of reach.
HK is just tallying up the points. 41-22. 3.5 to go. Cross court pass and a 3. He missed it. Rebounded by Morgan. Anselmo dribbling up. Take triple team and he banks it in. Anselmo is just, he's got to do it. He's got to be their man for the rest of the way.
Definitely.
Segline moving around, tipping the ball up. Rebounded by Anselmo. That's a 3. He hit it. He knows he's going to have to start picking up his game.
Absolutely.
To pick up the entire team's game. HK with a timeout.
I'm sure the coach is talking to them right now about Anselmo.
Yeah, that he knows.
Lighting up their defense.
Both sides know that he's going to be the difference for Morgan.
Definitely.
Morgan down by 14. It's not out of reach. A few possessions their way, and they can make this happen.
Definitely. They definitely made up some ground in the past, what, minute?
Down low to Matt Wills. Once again, he'll lay it in. HK is just picking apart the defense down low. They're finding their men, and they're executing the baskets. A 3. Rebounded by Segline. Dribbles right around him, going right through. Rebounded by Matt Wills, and the foul. Matt Wills
Fouls
down
are
low again.
Obviously killing Morgan. That's a lot of fouls for one team.
Both Wills brothers are just getting hammered underneath. So Matt will go for the three-point play. Rebounded by Anselmo. John Vanieri for 2. Segline guarded by Barros. Underneath to Wills. Once again. An offensive foul on Anselmo. Sends it HK's way. Tyler Retberg checks in for Matt Wills. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Segline driving and knocked out of bounds, going Morgan's way. Anselmo knocked the ball away from Bauer, picked up by Segline. Segline behind the back pass. Bowers got it. And that's Doyle for three. Short. 45 seconds to go. Anselmo driving through. He's hit. Jackson Parmentier with his second foul. Anselmo short. And another foul. Sending Anselmo back to the line. Ryan Wills checking in for Alex Segline in the final seconds of the second half, second quarter. Rebounded, sent back to Anselmo. He'll drive himself, and he will in and out. And a foul on Morgan on Ryan Wills. Anselmo called. Sending Ryan Wills back to the line. Familiar story. Ryan Wills and Anselmo. Morgan and HK just exchanging foul shot attempts. .25 seconds to play. And a block on Tyler Rutberg. In and out again. Oh, and Doyle's hammered out of bounds, going for the ball. It was an ugly play down in the corner. Sends Doyle to the line for the first time tonight. Knocked around and eventually rebounded by Barras. Will go as far as he can. Dump it off. And an easy bucket for Morgan. That's Bauer for three. At the buzzer, and he hit it. Ryan Wills lays it in as the buzzer goes off for the first half. And he will lead HK into the locker room with a score of 49-32. That's got to be pretty degrading for Morgan.
Absolutely.
Already suffering a pretty large deficit.
Yep.
And for him to just come back and hit the buzzer beater,
Final,
already up by that much.
Final 2 points.
Well, that sums up the first half.
Definitely.
A 17-point lead for HK at the half. So upcoming schedule for the Morgan Huskies. We'll play on the 16th at Bullard Haven and the 17th versus Coggins. And for the Cougars, they will travel to Cromwell on the 17th, and on the 18th, they will have a makeup game at Coggins to round up their regular season. HK will start with the ball in the second half. And we start off with a 3 from Bauer. 52-32. Ball we heading down towards HK's way. .20 spread. Just a half minute into the second half. That's another 3 from Bauer. Little strong, rebounded by Matt Wills, and he'll finish it. Fritz in the corner. Out to Anselmo. Driving himself. And he finishes himself. Matt Wills outside the arc. A snazzy pass from Segline. Sails out of bounds. Anselmo a give and go, and he lays it in.
It's like we're starting just where we left off with Anselmo dominating the defense, and
if Morgan is going to have any hope, it's going to be through his hands.
Absolutely.
And Bauer down low to Wills.
Once again, killing them with the fouls, killing them right underneath the basket.
Exactly. He'll either finish it or he'll get fouled and make those two.
Mm-hmm.
One for two. Jake Anselmo, the senior captain, taking over the game for Morgan. And Matt Wills rips the ball right out of his hands. Segline a football pass down court to Bowen, and he lays it in. A football type play right there from HK. Morgan has a give and go type play that they have successfully worked multiple times, but they can't finish it. Segline a deep three. He hit it.
Yeah.
60-36.
Not particularly a three-point shooter, but if you gave him the chance, he's definitely going to take it.
65-39 was the first time, final score of the first game. $60-36 already right now. Fritz hits it. 60-37. Both teams on pace to outscore their first meeting scores. Although HK is still dominating by 20+ points as they did the first time around. Anselmo passes, finds an open Fritz in the corner. Gets his own rebound off the missed three. Back out to Anselmo. And that's knocked out by Jamie Bowen. Passed up to Ryan Wills, and on a one bounce, he'll lay it in.
Clockwork, just like the first half.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, obviously have a lot of chemistry playing with each other for 4 years.
They've been playing together forever. Ryan Wills again lays it in, 64-37, and a timeout from the Morgan bench. It's got to feel good for HK. Their final game together, potentially their final game together on this court against HK's rival, Morgan.
Definitely, yep.
And to have such success against them like they are right now, really the whole season.
Doesn't get much better than
right
that.
now. It doesn't get much better than that. Both teams a basket away from surpassing their first meeting scores, 65-39. Out of the timeout, Morgan will start with it. Anselmo, who's played all minutes so far in this game, continues to be the ball handler and the playmaker. And he tries to put it up himself, and he can't finish. Bauer was looking up to Ryan Wills. He'll find him in the corner. Segline down low to Matt Wills. He'll fight for it, but can't connect. Anselmo will dribble through traffic and somehow puts it in. 64-39. To Bauer. Wills back to Bauer. Good ball movement as Segline drives and throws the ball out of bounds, heading Morgan's way. Jackson Parmentier now to check in for Ryan Wills. Anselmo, the slow-paced offense. Knocked around by Bauer. And Bauer's going to be called for a block. That looked pretty clean, but they'll give that to Morgan. Anselmo dribbling, passes right into the arms of Luke Bauer, who will dribble it up himself. Dumps it off to Parmentier, who will call the play. Down low to Bowen. Cross court for Parmentier. Loose ball picked up by Bowen. Puts it up and puts it in. 66-39. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. And that's Fritz. And a foul called after the shot. Matt Wills with a push. Subs for both sides coming in. Fritz checking out. Vanier checking out for Morgan. And a quick, easy basket for Morgan. One of very few so far. Morgan showing a 2-3 zone for defense. And HK gets right around it. Ryan Wills Can't connect. One-on-one on Jackson, and a blocking foul is called on Parmentier. He can take those hits every game.
He sure can.
He's known for that. Last
He
season,
is.
notoriously, against
Yep.
Valley. I think all HK people know that he got
Oh yeah, never forget.
slammed by Valley, to say the least. But that time it worked. That was a charge for him last season. As Doyle gets down to get a jump ball. A motion offense set for Morgan, trying to disrupt the 2-3 zone. And that's an air ball layup. Ryan Wills driving. And he can put it in, 68-41. A minute 30 in the third. Easy basket for Morgan. Cross court to Bauer for three. Short. And Selmo ends up on the ground in a travel call from the HK bench. And Jackson aggressively knocks that ball out of bounds. Stays Morgan ball. Tyler Retberg checking in for Jamie Bowen. Aggressive defense by Jackson does not pay off. But with a score of this margin, he's got room for error. And Selmo from the corner. Guarded one-on-one by Jackson Parmentier. That's a three. And a wide open three at that for Morgan. Down low to Retberg. Doyle pump fakes, drives, and passes it right to Morgan. Attempts at the steal, but walks out of bounds. Zach Light now, another junior checking in for Jackson Parmentier. That's another three for Morgan.
Wow.
Drains it.
Haven't seen much of him lately, and he's
The three ball for Morgan
quick
finally
two
coming out in the
threes.
late stages. The third quarter. 68-49. HK still on top. Seniors all entering their final quarter here at HK's gym in the regular season. Their posters hung up on the wall as you can walk into the gym, see them all. And posters hung up all around the gym, created by underclassmen and cheerleaders. So they'll take the court for the final quarter. It'll start 68-49. Segaline to drive through.
The court full of seniors again. Let's play their final quarter, as Ross said.
Matt Wills, the only exception.
Oh. Never mind.
The star sophomore. So it'll be HK's ball underneath. Segaline open for three. Rebounded and knocked out of bounds by Barras. An error for Morgan. Inside to Bowen. Double team, and he still puts it in. HK gets to 70. Give and go play for Morgan. They finally connect on their layups. Batted down on Bauer's pass, and that is intercepted. Anselmo, the floater over Segaline, and the foul. Just as things are starting to go semi-right for Morgan, it's just time is not on their side.
Yeah, it's a little bit late for that.
Can't connect on the three-point play. Rebounded by Bowen. Wills from behind the backboard. He still puts it in. Segaline can take that one all the way. And HK's momentum is 100% right now. Morgan, a quick, fast-paced, small pass offense is finally setting in success. Nice pass by Segaline to Bauer for three and knocked out of bounds by Jamie Bowen. Anselmo for three. And he hits it. On offense, Morgan's clicking. That's taken down to a 2. Foot was on the line. Segaline, a wide open three. Can't connect, but Bowen finishes the job on the rebound. Stolen by Bauer. Pass up to Wills. Segaline's pass is intercepted in the paint. Rebounded by Matt Wills. HK has not scored over 80 points this entire season. 76 is actually their highest of the year. But to break 80 would be something special on their senior night. They'll have just under 5 minutes to score 4 points. I would say with offense like HK's, it's not very difficult to do.
Not at all.
Aiden Doyle to check in for the younger Wills. Subbing in now for the shooter for Morgan. 76-59, 4:45 to play. Each guy is slow, waiting for a play to happen type offense. Doyle driving baseline. Pass out to Ryan Wills, makes a nice play on it, and he banks his layup in. 78-59. Behind the back pass from Anselmo. That's to Fritz. Batted away from Segline, and he'll take it all the way himself. And he tries to dunk it, but he in and out. Rebounded and put back in by Luke Bauer. So there's the 80. The Segline tried to go up and hammer it in. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again from him. If he gets another chance, he'll definitely attack.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we all wanted him to get that one.
Bauer connects with a three-point play, 81-59. Quick passes for Morgan. And Anselmo can't finish it off. And Ryan will go, contested, and he'll lay it in.
I think we got a pretty good shot at 90, the way that we're going.
Hey, you never know. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play. 7 points. Why not? Segline still down there shaking his head about his missed opportunity. Second shot is good. It should put Morgan over 60. Down low to Bowen. Backs him down and lays it in. Defense is not allowing anything as Anselmo finally finds an opening. Segline a deep three. A little long. Anselmo. That's a three. Wide left. 2.5 to play. Finds Bowen, and a travel. Travel called on Bowen, which will turn the ball over as Ryan Wills checks out to his brother. Morgan puts up a shot. Ripped down by Doyle. Doyle finds Segline deep. One-handed snag. Puts it underneath for Matt, and he lays it in. Quick ball movement. Sharp passes. 87-62. A minute 35 to play. Almost stolen by Segelein. Jackson Parmentier, Mitchell Halligan, and Tyler Retberg will all check in. Mitchell Halligan getting quite the applause as he checks in. Mitchell started the game, and he looks like he will end it. And Selma will lay that one in. Doyle, a wide open three.
And there goes Alex Segelein.
Alex Segelein checks out for potentially the final time.
Maybe his final time in his playing here.
Give and go, paced offense. That's a three. Rebounded by Anselmo. Foul on Parmentier as he fouls out of the game. Zach Light, number 31, checks in for Parmentier. Andrew Kuhn checking in for Matt Wells. An entire substituted lineup in right now with the exception of Mitchell Halligan, who started the game. Aiden Doyle, the ball handler, dumps it off to Halligan. Mitchell drives, and he lays it in. 89-65.
The den erupts as Mitchell makes his 4th point of the game.
Mitchell Halligan, a season high and a career high 4 points in this game. What a night it's been for Mitchell. .42 seconds to go. And Fritz with his second shot will sink it. So Doyle still calling plays for HK with less than a minute to play. Scrambling around looking for a play. Dumps that off to Mitchell and he puts it up. Little short. And Doyle puts up some kind of shot. 25 to play. Fritz puts that one up and he banks it in. 20 to go. HK relentless as he'll drive. Retberg over to Doyle. Mitchell for three. He bangs it in! Mitchell Halligan for three. 92-68. Mitchell Halligan as time expires.
Mitchell Halligan has the first and last points of the game.
That is the highlight of his season.
Topping it off with a
and
final second three-pointer.
Arguably the top play of the entire season for HK. Mitchell Halligan on his senior night. Just seconds before the buzzer goes off. Sinks a three. 7 points for Mitchell tonight. 92-68 is the final. An unbelievable finish. Mitchell will lead HK into the den and into the locker room for potentially the final time as these HK seniors wrap up their final regular season game at home with a win over their town rival Morgan, 92-68. Everyone kind of knew it was going to be this way, but no one knew the excitement level that would come with it at the end.
HK's highest scoring game of the
By
season.
far, nearly
By
20
far.
points. The previous high was 74.
Wow.
92 here tonight. The story of the game was HK success on offense and Morgan's mistakes on defense,
Absolutely.
and not allowing themselves to even get the opportunities they needed to win the game. It'd be interesting to look back with even half the errors that Morgan committed, to have those go their way, see how the score would have ended up. But I think nonetheless, HK would have ended up on top.
That was a good game on HK's part.
HK's played a solid all the way around. As a fan, I don't know if an ending can come much better than that.
Now, that final three-pointer by senior Mitchell Halligan, his last seconds of his home career.
His first season as a Cougar,
Yep.
as a Cougar basketball player, I should say. He started the game off with a nice layup, and he ended it off with a gut-wrenching three, if you ask Morgan. So the final score, HK on top, 92-68. And we thank you all for watching this presentation of HK basketball. Good night.
Good night.